It's week 43 of A Year of Wisdom, and we have some catching up to do. Let's get to reading. Day 296 and 297 combined. Job 32 and 33. So these three men stopped trying to answer Hugh because he remained convinced of his own righteousness. But then the anger of Elihu, the son of Barak-hel, the Buzi, from the family of Ram, blazed up against Eob for thinking he was right and God wrong. His anger also blazed up against his three friends because they had found no answer to Eob but condemned him anyway. Elihu had waited to speak to Eob because they were older than he. However, when Elihu saw that these three had no answer, his anger flared up. Elihu, the son of Barak-hel, the Buzi, said, "I'm young and you are old, so I held back from telling you my opinion. I said, age should speak and abundance of years should teach wisdom. But it is the spirit in a person, the breath from Shaddai, that gives him understanding. It isn't only the great who are wise or the aged who know how to judge. Therefore, I say, listen to me. I too will express my opinion. Here, I waited for your words. I listened to your reasoning. As you were searching for what to say, I paid attention to you. But none of you convicted Eob or refuted his arguments. So don't say, we found the wise course. Let God defeat him, not a human being. For he did not direct his words against me, and I won't answer him with your arguments. They are confused, they don't reply, words have failed them. But must I wait just because they don't speak, just because they stand there, stuck for an answer? No, I will now give my answer. I too will express my opinion. For I'm full of words, the spirit within me compels me. Yes, my insides feel like new wine under pressure, like new wineskins ready to burst. I must speak to find relief. I will open my lips and answer. I will show no favor to anyone, and I will flatter no one. I don't know how to flatter. If I did, my Maker would soon put an end to me. So, Eob, please hear my speech. Listen to all my words. Look, I'm opening my mouth. The words are on the tip of my tongue. I will say exactly what is on my mind. What my lips know, they will speak sincerely. It is the Spirit of God that made me, the breath of Shaddai that gives me life. So refute me if you can. Organize your words, take your stand. Look, before God, I'm the same as you. I too am fashioned from clay. You don't need to be afraid of me. My pressure on you will not be too heavy. You spoke within my hearing, and I heard what you said. I'm clean without transgression. I'm innocent, not guilty. Yet God finds pretexts for accusing me. He regards me as his enemy. He puts my feet in the stocks and watches wherever I go. But in this you are wrong. I will answer you. God is greater than any mortal. Why do you strive against him? He will not defend his words. God speaks once, even twice, and still the hearer misses the point. In a dream, in a vision at night, when slumber falls upon people as they sleep in their beds, he opens people's ears and seals the matter with a warning. To turn a person away from his action and protect a man from pride, so that he will keep himself away from the pit and from perishing by the sword. He's also warned by pain when in bed, when all his bones are hurting, so that he detests bread as well as richer food. His flesh wastes away till one can't stand to look. His bones protrude and become unsightly. His soul comes close to the pit, and his life to those who bring death. If there is for him an angel, a mediator, one among 1,000, who can vouch for the man's uprightness, then God is gracious to him and says, redeem him from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom. His flesh becomes fresher than that of a child. He returns to the days of his youth. He prays to God and is accepted by him, so that he sees God's face with joy, and God repays the man for his righteousness. He declares before everyone, I sinned, I perverted what was right, and it gained me nothing. God redeemed me from going into the pit, and now my life sees light. God will accomplish all these things, twice, even 3 times with a man, to bring him back from the pit, so that he can enjoy the light of the living. Pay attention, Eov, listen to me. Keep quiet, and I will keep speaking. If you have something to say, answer me. Speak, because I want to show that you are right. If not, then listen to me. Keep quiet, and I will teach you wisdom. Proverbs, or Mishlei 23 and 24. When you sit down to dine with a ruler, think carefully about who is before you. If you have a big appetite, put a knife to your throat. Don't be greedy for his delicacies, for they are deceptive food. Don't exhaust yourself in pursuit of wealth. Be smart enough to desist. If you make your eyes rush at it, it's no longer there. For wealth will surely grow wings like an eagle flying off to the sky. Don't eat the food of a stingy man. Don't be greedy for his delicacies. For he's like someone who keeps accounts. Eat, drink, he says to you, but he really doesn't mean it. The little you eat, you will vomit up, and your compliments will have been wasted. Don't speak in the ears of a fool, for he will only despise the common sense in your words. Don't move the ancient boundary stone or encroach on the land of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is strong. He will take up their fight against you. Apply your mind to discipline and your ears to words of knowledge. Don't withhold discipline from a child. If you beat him with a stick, he won't die. If you beat him with a stick, you will save him from Sheol. My son, if your heart is wise, then my own heart too is glad. My inmost being rejoices when your lips say what is right. Don't envy sinners, but follow the example of those who always fear God. For then you will have a future. What you hope for will not be cut off. You, my son, listen, be wise, and set your mind on the right way. Don't be one of those who guzzle wine or of those who eat meat to excess, for both drunkard and glutton will become poor. Drowsiness will clothe them with rags. Listen to your father who gave you life, and don't despise your mother when she gets old. Buy the truth, don't sell it. Also wisdom, discipline, and discernment. A righteous person's father will be filled with joy. Yet he whose son is wise will rejoice in him. So let your father and mother be glad. Let her who gave you birth rejoice. My son, give me your heart. Let your eyes observe my ways. A prostitute is a deep ditch, and a forbidden woman like a narrow well. She lies in wait to snatch her prey and adds to the number of faithless men. Who has misery? Who has regret? Who fights and complains all the time? Who gets bruised for no good reason? Who has bloodshot eyes? Those who spend their time over wine, those always trying out mixed drinks. Don't gaze at the red wine as it gives its color to the cup. It may glide down smoothly now, but in the end it bites like a serpent. Yes, it strikes like a poisonous snake. Your eyes will see peculiar things. Your mind will utter nonsense. You will feel as if lying on the waves of the sea or sprawled on top of the mast. They hit me, but I didn't feel it. They beat me up, and I didn't even know it. When will I wake up? I'll go get another drink. Don't be envious of evil people, and don't desire to be with them, for their minds are occupied with violence, and their lips speak of making trouble. By wisdom a house is built, by understanding it is made secure, and by knowledge its rooms are filled with all kinds of costly and pleasant possessions. A wise man is strong. Yes, a man of knowledge grows in strength. For with clever strategy you wage your war, and victory comes from having many advisors. Wisdom is too lofty for a fool. He keeps his mouth shut at the city gate. He who plans to do evil, people call a schemer. The evil plans of the foolish are sin, and people detest a scorner. If you slack off on a day of distress, your strength is small indeed. Yes, rescue those being dragged off to death. Won't you save those about to be killed? If you say, we knew nothing about it, won't he who weighs hearts discern? Yes, he who guards you will know it and repay each one as his deeds deserve. My son, eat honey, for it is good. Honeycomb drippings are sweet to your taste. Know that wisdom is similarly sweet to your soul. If you find it, then you will have a future. What you hope for will not be cut off. Don't lurk like an outlaw near the home of the righteous. Don't raid the place where he lives. For though he falls 7 times, he will get up again. It's the wicked who fail under stress. Don't rejoice when your enemy falls. Don't let your heart be glad when he stumbles. For Adonai might see it, and it would displease him. He might withdraw his anger from your foe. Don't get upset because of evildoers. Don't be envious of the wicked, for the evil person has no future. The lamp of the wicked will go out. My son, don't get involved with revolutionaries, but fear Adonai and the king. For disaster from them will suddenly appear, and who knows what ruin they both can cause. These also are the sayings of the wise. Showing partiality in judgment is not good. He who tells the guilty, "You are innocent," will be cursed by peoples, reviled by nations. But those who condemn him, things will go well, and a good blessing will come upon them. Giving an honest answer is like giving a kiss. Prepare your outside work and get things ready for yourself on the land. After that, build your house. Don't be a witness against your neighbor for no reason. Would you use your lips to deceive? Don't say, "I'll do to him what he did to me. I'll pay him back what his deeds deserve." I passed by the field of the lazy man and the vineyard of the man lacking sense. There it was, overgrown with thistles. The ground was covered with nettles, and its stone wall was broken down. I looked and I thought about it. I saw and I learned this lesson. I'll just lie here a bit, rest a little longer, just fold my hands for a little more sleep. And poverty comes marching in on you. Scarcity hits you like an invading soldier. And as always, thank you so much for being here today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right there and click the bell if you want notifications. And if you would, hit that like button for me. And I will see you tomorrow.
Full, and my heart is worry worn. I know without a doubt you'll carry me out of the storm. I'm standing at the crossroads. I'm lost without a clue. I need a big pink neon sign to show me what to do. I thank you, Lord. It glorifies you when you're the only answer. I praise you, Lord, for holding what's too much for me. And I'm amazed by you, Lord, because nothing's too big and nothing's too small to lay at your feet.